regular game, but a lead later in the game would be nice, depending on what happens with this weather. But Hoppers playing against the Paducah Chiefs once again here from Tiger Field tonight. Want to look at our starting lineups, which are brought to you by Riken Elastomers. Join the Riken Elastomers team with process operator starting paid over $18 an hour and an excellent benefit package that includes employee paid benefits. Call 270-475-2150. And I'll start with Paducah. We may have to pause for Hoptowns, but as far as Paducah, they'll start off with Will Gibbs out in left field. Then Parker Price, he's going to be pitching and hitting for the Paducah tonight. Kyle Hayes is the third batter playing at first base. David Limbach is the cleanup hitter playing at third base. Brady Grabowski will be in the lineup as Brady Grabowski will be playing out in right field. Then Nathan Lang will be the center fielder. He's the sixth batter. Seventh batter is Colin McClure. He'll be at the shortstop position. Danny Rollins is going to be the catcher tonight, and Jalen Jackson will be playing at second base for Paducah. And again, opening pitch, that is brought to you by Bloom by Magnolia and Chancellor Landscaping. For all your landscaping and floral needs, call 270-889-8001. As far as Hoptown starters, we'll give you those when they come to the plate here in the bottom of the first. But now just about to start here in the Hoptown Hoppers playing against the Paducah Chiefs. Jamar Perkins joined by Cole Sloan. Braden Eftink is pitching for the Hoppers. First pitch is a swing and a miss. So an 0-1 count to start here. And second pitch, that's going to be fouled out and goes behind the bullpen over out in right field. So an 0-2 count. Eftink, a righty pitcher. Pitch there goes way outside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Eftink, he'll also be hitting in the lineup for the Hoppers tonight, so we're seeing both teams get some have their pitchers hit, so look forward to seeing that. 2 balls and 2 strikes after a outside ball there. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, high and outside. Strikeout for the first out of the ball game. Now Parker Price is at the plate. Hoppers wearing their white uniforms with the red stripes and a little bit of black in red. These are probably some of the harder uniforms to describe for those not seeing them.
It's retro.
Yeah,
that's what we called them, retro, I believe.
I think that's a good name for it. There's a lot of different colors going on. Get the stripe kind of actions going on in the jerseys. Black lettering on the back and white hats with red brims. And also red on the back of the hat, too. So just a lot of colors going on. I can tell you pure white pants for the Hoppers, as that'll be a ball hit high out in right field. A bat flip, and that's a homer by Parker Price out deep in right field. Just about as soon as they left the bat, you kind of knew it was gone. You could see it out in right field. It was Preston Rager. He kind of backed up a second, and he knew it was gone. And a solo homer for Parker Price, as he'll get the first run of the ball game. And 1-0 is the score. Haven't seen too many homers here at Tiger Field, honestly, from both teams. I think we've seen a couple from. We've seen one from Preston Rager. I know
we had two. I think back. No.
I think Rager had his other ones away. Yep. 1-0 is the score after that home run. An outside pitch there is called strike to Kyle Hayes, who is now at the plate. And you see a home run there at the second batter. Fortunate that Gibbs struck out. Just 1 run on the board after that. Another outside pitch is called strike. An 0-2 count. Shout out to the umpires for the game tonight. Home plate, it's Darren Clark. First base is Ted Ashton. And at third, it's Rick Erickson. 0-2 count with 1 out. Pitch there low and outside, ball 1. So 1-2 the count with 1 out on the board. Game day sponsor tonight for the Hoptown Hoppers is Happy Turd Plumbing. Big shout out to them. And that'll be a grounder. Nice dive over at first base by Webb. He'll make the toss over to F-Tink, and that is out number 1.
I mean, what a play by Webb. I mean, just couldn't.
Also, you do look at it, too. I talked to Coach Brisbane after the game. A big shout out to Max Martin. He made a couple of really good plays.
Yes, he did
last night as far as on defense. And Colby Webb backing that up for the next day and also showing a nice defensive play there.
Yeah, both of them, all first basemen for the Hoppers have been pretty solid out there on defense.
A lot of lefties on this Paducah team, so kind of got to be ready for that. And he was ready. His first pitch is going to be low for a strike on a breaking ball. David Limbach is at the plate for Paducah. 1-0 to score with 2 outs. And an inside fastball there. That's going to be strike 2.
F-Tink finding the zone well.
Absolutely. Not wasting any time getting strikes across the plate. And the 0-2 pitch, that ball will be driven out to center field, high and right into the glove of Braden Pingle. And that's going to do it for the top of the first. For the Chiefs, there was 1 hit, no errors, none left on base, and 1 run scored. As I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our game time weather, which is brought to you by Charlie Henderson State Farm. And when we come back, we'll announce the full starters for the Hoptown Hoppers after this timeout.
Southern States Petroleum has all of your fuel needs covered. Come see us at 5475 Canton Pike, just off Eagle Way Bypass in Hopkinsville. We feature a 24-hour pay-at-the-pumps fueling system, offer on-farm deliveries of fuels, and have propane gas for your home, business, and grilling needs. Be sure to stop by and check out how we can meet your home heating needs with our selection of fireplace systems, gas logs, and heaters. Remember, it's Southern States Petroleum on Canton Pike in Hopkinsville for all of your fuel needs.
Here's your WHOP Weather Center forecast. A heat advisory continues until 8 p.m. tonight. Cloudy skies expected tonight with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows dip down to about 75. Winds out of the south at around 5 miles an hour. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun tomorrow. Thunderstorms likely. Highs level off around 91. That's the forecast from the WHOP Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Right now, 91.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back again. 1-0. The Paducah Chiefs now lead the Hoppers in the bottom of the first. Starting lineups again brought to you by Reich and Elastomers. For Hoptown, it's going to be Braden Pingle. He's playing at center field. Esteban Sepulveda, he's playing at catcher. Then John Keebler, third batter, playing at second base. Colby Webb's at first place. He just made that nice defensive play. Fifth batter will be Braden F-Tink. Again, pitching and hitting for the Hoppers tonight. Grant Snyder is going to be the sixth batter, playing at short. And Caden Buxton is the seventh batter. He'll be playing at third base. Preston Rager's out in right field, batting eighth. And then the ninth batter will be Devin Keebler. He's out there in left field this evening. A lefty pitcher for the Paducah Chiefs. And you know what? Parker Price, the one who hit the homer, he's actually the one pitching tonight for the Chiefs as well. So I hope what he just did at the plate, he doesn't replicate that on defense as far as pitching as well. But definitely, I'd say that's a nice start for a pitcher when you go hit a home run before, and it's got to have your confidence a little higher. Obviously, two different things, but I'd say that it's a confidence boost, Cole.
Yeah, when, definitely, yeah, like you said, confidence boost and getting a run early in the game, and it's for yourself. You know, when you're pitching, that just feels a whole lot better.
As first pitch is going to go high and inside. You know what that means, though? It means not to put any pressure on him, but Braden F-Tink, of course, pitching and hitting for the Hoppers, he's got to smack a homer against Price now, too, to pay him back.
There you go.
At least that'd be the goal.
There you go. He's very capable of it.
2-0 count to Braden Pingle. He drew 3 walks as he was in the lineup last night, and looking like he's on his way to possibly a fourth and a first here today, as he's had a 3-0 count now.
He's fun to watch run the bases, though.
Absolutely. Definitely
one of those speedy players that can make something happen.
And And a 4-pitch walk to start things off here in the bottom of the first, as Braden Pingle will be walked.
Batting catcher.
Now Esteban
33,
Sepulveda
Esteban Sepulveda.
will now be in the lineup. I feel like maybe a few weeks ago you called him a new player. Now I feel like he's kind of been adjusted into the lineup. You know, he's not really necessarily a new guy anymore.
He's playing pretty regularly too. We see him a lot at away and home games.
And Sepulveda is going to be hit on the first pitch in the upper, towards his left, kind of, I wouldn't say kind of like the rib cage area, but kind of walking it off.
I think it was kind of rib cage. Doesn't feel good by any means.
I believe it.
How about does a tennis ball hurt getting hit by, in tennis when you play?
Not that much.
Not too bad.
Well, depending on how close you
I mean,
are.
y'all aren't pros in tennis hit it like 120, right, or something?
That's it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not necessarily handling pro speed for sure. But
Well,
when it's up close, I have been smacked in the face one time, and the guy was kind of close to me, so that didn't hurt. I mean, that didn't feel that good, but definitely not as bad as baseball.
you ever accidentally gotten hit by a racket, like by your teammate?
I hit myself in the racket.
Really? Okay. Sounds like you may be the problem then.
That's it. So runners at first and second. And a throw over to second and a pickoff attempt is unsuccessful as Pingle gets there.
That was very close up there on second. I know you probably could you see it from your angle? Yeah, it was pretty close.
A bunt is shown there, and it's pitched outside for a ball, so a 1-0 count. Yeah, runners at first and second with no outs, and John Keebler at the plate. He's showing bunt once again and then takes it away. So now a 2-0 count. First baseman Gibson for the Chiefs started trickling up towards the plate. Excuse me, Kyle Hayes, first baseman for the Chiefs. And pitch there once again is going to be outside for a ball. So now 3-0 the count.
He can't find it up there. I think Keebler's bunt kind of messing with him.
So assume Keebler might show it again here. He does not. And it'll actually be the first strike in the count. So outside. And it's now a 3-1 count.
That's the 3-0 curse. You always see the strike on the 3-0.
Bunt shown. That pitch is high and outside, ball 4. So now bases loaded
Batting for the Hoppers.
for
Baseman Kobe Webb.
the Hoptown Hoppers. Again, 2 walks and a player hit by a pitch has led to bases loaded here with no outs. And now Colby Webb, big hitter for the Hoppers, is at the plate. Exactly who you want to see on the field here for Hoptown. High and inside there. It'll be a 1-0 count. And 9 pitches, just 1 strike, I believe, here. And that'll be a foul ball behind home plate, so make it another strike. This is now a 1-1 count for Webb.
Good swing by Webb, though. Had a good contact. Looked well. If you're hitting, you're thinking right side here.
And pitch there just missed outside. So a 2-1 count. Ray Neftink is on deck for the Hoppers here. Again, bases loaded with no outs. And that'll be an inside pitch. Swung on. It's going foul near the dugout for the Hoppers, and the third baseman for Paducah, David Lembach, is there to grab it. So 1 out now.
Now batting for the Hoppers pitcher, number 24.
And F-Tink
Great F-Team.
is now at the plate.
So you want to see right here.
A lefty on lefty as well here.
Like you said, it's time for payback, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Pitcher on pitcher. First pitch is going to be a high fastball for a ball 1.
I'd almost reckon say a hit would be just as good here, though.
Oh, absolutely.
You're scoring a run.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, you walk it. I mean, maybe not as cool as a home run, but
No,
should still help advance a run.
I mean, yeah, you got an RBI the same way he does. You know.
2-0 count. Swing and a miss on a 2-0. They have an off-speed pitch there by Price. So a 2-1 count now. And that ball hard. Grounded over by first base. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be an off-speed pitch. That one is hit high, and it's going to go foul over in the field behind the dugout. So back-to-back foul balls. Count stays the same. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And an off-speed pitch there. A nice curveball. That's a strikeout looking. And so now 2 outs. And Grant Snyder's going to come to the plate. Hoppers had bases loaded with no outs. Now bases loaded with 2 outs. They definitely want to walk out of this inning with something. Snyder at the plate. He was also in the lineup yesterday. And he reached on fielder's choice twice. But technically 0 for 4 on the evening yesterday. First pitch is a strike. 1-0-1 count. And off-speed pitch there, way outside. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, 2 outs, 1-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers here in the bottom of the first. And that's a foul ball behind home plate. So 1-2 now the count. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. A curveball there is going to be fouled behind home plate towards the screen. And so now a 1-2 count with again 2 outs.
Way to go, Ace.
Waiting for the 1-2 pitch here. It is swung on and missed on, I believe, another off-speed pitch that went low. And that's going to do it for the first inning. It's here in the bottom of the first. There were no hits, no errors, 3 left on base, and no runs scored. We'll head over to the top of the second inning, looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville, 1-0. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more Hopper baseball after this, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here as Hoptown Hoppers play against the Paducah Chiefs. And
That's nothing new. They've always been that way.
Again, 1-0's the score. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. Depending on how this game goes, one thing you definitely have to look at for the Hoppers is that bottom of the first we just saw. Bases loaded with no outs. Could not come away with a run. And Chiefs still with a 1-run lead. Brady Grabowski's at the plate. The fifth batter in the lineup. On deck is Nathan Lang and then Colin McClure. Grabowski, a right-handed batter. First pitch swing. That'll be a grounder over to short. It's fielded by Snyder. The throw is there for out number 1 here in the top of the second. Here now Nathan Lang for Paducah. Again, F-Tink is pitching for the Hoppers. Nathan Lang, another lefty in this Paducah lineup. Strike called there. So an 0-1 count. I believe it's Madisonville and Paducah. As that is going to be a ball hit out high in left field. And it is going to bounce in front of the fence, going for 2 and getting there is Nathan Lang. He'll get a double for the Chiefs there. That goes over the head of, really, I would say over the head, just kind of deep in that left center area. And yeah, just kind of in the gap. Just a good hit there.
Chiefs, one of those teams, just they produce hits like that. They're one of those teams that once they start rolling with hits, they'll start hitting them and spraying them all over the field in gaps. So,
and I wonder if Coach President, if he's going to kind of take this into account maybe, and when you look at pitching, I'm not sure. Right now, you've seen a double and a homer now, just 2 hits, but of course you remember when the Chiefs were here, and they've been known to kind of get some hitting streaks in big innings. So once these batters start getting comfortable, they can really get into a groove. And we've seen that. 0-1 count after the first pitch, though, to Colin McClure. And a runner at second with 1 out. That will be a ball hit over, and it's in the gap between short and third. And so getting to third base is Lang, and McClure reaches first on back-to-back hits with a single. And so now runners at first and third for Paducah, with 1 out, and Danny Rollins is at the plate. Rollins, the catcher for Paducah. Again, 1 out. First pitch, that one's going to go kind of in short right center. It lands, and a run's going to score as Lang comes in. McClure goes to second, and Danny Rollins on a first pitch swing gets a single. And now 2-0 is the score. And Jalen Johnson is at the plate for Paducah. Again, 2-0 the score here in the top of the second inning. First pitch there, outside, strike 1. That was a bit of a slider there. 0-1 the count. And pitch there goes low for ball 1. So a 1-1 count. Started off with a grounder to short out. But since then, it's been 3 straight hits for the Chiefs in this lineup. Runners at first and second here. A 1-1 pitch will be a foul ball towards the screen behind home plate. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Check swing. And first base ump says no. So that'll be the second ball on the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't know. Yeah, it was close. Hard to tell.
Yeah.
You got to be more at that side angle. But from up here, looked pretty close like he went.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Jalen Johnson will strike out for the second out here in the top of the second. Now back to the top of the lineup. It's Will Gibbs. He struck out in his one and only at bat to start the ball game. And we have runners at first and second for Paducah here with 2 outs and a 2-0 lead in for the Chiefs. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1.
F-Tink mixing his pitches up.
Absolutely.
Quite a bit. He's going to have to, though, to get through a tough lineup.
And that's going to be a ball hit in the gap going towards center. And rolling from second, the throw is going to be going to Webb, the cutoff man there on the mound. So a run scores. And another base hit there, Will Gibbs. It's the single. Colin McClure comes over from second and scores. And just going from first to second is Danny Rollins. So now runners at first and second. 3-0 now to score. Parker Price is back at the plate. And he was responsible for that first run. Had a solo homer in the first inning. We'll see how F-Tink pitches to him here with runners at first and second. First pitch is going to be fouled out past left field. Stitches in the house. You remember he celebrated a birthday a while ago. And again, shout out to Danny Roberts, the general manager of the Hoptown Hoppers. He's celebrating a birthday today. Hoppers trying to get a win for his birthday.
I believe he said he's 25 years old.
That's what he said last night.
25.
1 ball and 1 strike to Parker Price. Again, runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that's going to be a ball hit high and fouled. That was a couple of feet away from the left field line, but kind of shifted a bit was the left fielder out there, Devin Keebler, so he was too far away to go get that one. So 1 ball and 2 strikes the count here. One-two pitch, another foul ball. Goes behind the bleachers near third base. So 1-2 count. Price staying alive in this lineup. Again, 2 outs, 3-0 Chiefs lead. And runners at first and second for Paducah. Again, 2 outs. One-two pitch is going to be swung on. Ball in the dirt. The throw to first is there. And a strikeout will conclude things here in the top of the second. There was 4 hits. There were no errors, 2 left on base, and 2 runs scored. As we look over at our scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville. 3-0, the Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll be back with some more OVL baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A after this.
You can count on
second. 3-0 is the score. And for Hoptown, it's going to be Caden Buxton, Preston Rager, and Devin Keebler at the plate for the Hoppers. Caden Buxton, he was in yesterday's game. He ended up pinch hitting.
In the 9th, right?
Yeah, later in the game.
Yeah.
I think he got a bat in the 7th, so he did get 2 at-bats. Struck out and then grounded out to third in the 9th inning. But fresh start here in the ball game. First pitch is swung on and missed.
Price got a little bit of run on this ball, that lefty movement.
0-1 count. There's a pitch that goes low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Parker Price pitching for the Paducah Chiefs. There's one that goes high and outside, so now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 count. And that's going to be a ball hit high in the infield. Third baseman Limbox tracking it down, and he gets it in the glove for the first out here. So 1 out on the board here in the bottom of the second. Big shout out as well for our opening pitch tonight. The voice of the Hoppers, our esteemed PA announcer Scott Colley, was throwing out the first pitch. I mean, threw a really nice pitch.
I mean,
hit
just
the inner
could not
part
miss.
of the plate. I mean, it was one of those, to a righty batter, it's hard to swing.
That's one of those strike 3 pitches that you just love to see.
And he was talking up here like he was nervous about it, and then just threw one right across the plate. It's crazy how that works. But an 0-1 count. Preston Rager is at the plate. He just fouled behind us here in our Chick-fil-A broadcast booth.
He may be the best to ever do it.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen a better for opening pitch, at least this season here at the Hoppers. 1-1 count with 1 out. And pitch there. It's the top of the zone. Strike 2. Again, 3-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. And an inside pitch is swung on and missed there.
That was practically Scott's.
I was going to say.
I mean, that's his pitch right there.
I was going to
wait.
That
inside pitch. That's what we saw before the game.
I thought the same thing. I was going to wait until it was one of their players that struck out, but you're right. That was a Colley pitch right there. 2 outs, and now Devin Keebler.
That may be the new name for all inside pitches, the Colley pitch.
Those that are listening now, keep it in your heads. If I throw out a Colley pitch, some people, new listeners, they might not know what it is, but now we know. An inside pitch to a righty. That's now called the Colley pitch. 1-0 count. Devin Keebler's at the plate. Inside ball is going to be hit, and it is going to be hit out in left field in foul territory. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count. And again, 2 outs here. And it looks like a change of bat. Not sure if it broke or not, but I think Keebler's changing bats. Our window's not super open, so I didn't really get to hear it that well, but change of bats for Keebler after the foul ball. And that'll be a ball once again fouled, hit high out past right field. So a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Again, 1-2. That pitch will be high and outside. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2's all the way across the board.
Yes, sir.
In the second inning.
And there's an off-speed pitch in the dirt. So now a full count to Keebler. The 3-2. That'll be a ball hit high and short center. And actually getting back there is the second baseman, Jalen Johnson, for the 3rd out. And that's going to do it. A 1-2-3 inning for the Hoppers on offense. There were no hits, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored. We head over to the top of the 3rd, looking at our scoreboard. Brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 3-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll be back with more. And we're back here 3-0. The score. The Paducah Chiefs lead the Hoptown Hoppers. We're in the top of the third. And it's going to be Kyle Hayes starting things off here for Paducah. He was out on a hard grounder to Colby Webb at first in his one and only at bat. First pitch he sees there is going to be a bit high for ball one. So a 1-0 count. And 1-0 pitch there is going to be outside, make it 2-0 now the count. And pitch there, fastball outside. That'll be the first strike in the count. So now 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, 2-1 count. And pitch there will go outside. So make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Three, 1 count. And a hard grounder is going to go foul over around first base. Now full count. The 3-2 inside. Strikeout looking.
And that collie pitch right there. There it is.
Yeah,
you can't beat it, man. That's 2 strikeouts on it. I mean.
And in all realism, though, when you look at that pitch, that goes like when you're a right-handed batter, I know you are, Cole, and it's inside like that. And when I see him get called strikes, I mean, it's like, I guess you could have hit, but like that's a hard. Is that what you said? That's the hardest pitch to hit as a righty batter? As that'll be a ball hit high and over the head of the shortstop Snyder. And that'll be a base hit for David Limbach on a first pitch swing.
I think it depends.
Yeah.
If you got a slower pitcher inside, sometimes can be an issue. You got somebody that turns on it, but I will say if someone's throwing hard, I have faced 90, and if it's high and inside, it's definitely probably the hardest pitch you're going to hit.
Now that I say that, I think it might have actually been the first pitch there. It's going to be a called strike, the lower part of the zone down the middle. I believe it was actually Colby Webb that said one of his favorite pitches to hit is like an inside fastball. So I think, for some, they might like it. So, but it just, it looks so tough from my point of view, especially when they're strikeout looking. It's like
I always work the opposite side of the field. That's what
count.
we always got taught, and I was good at it, so that's what I stuck with, going the opposite way.
Quickly an 0-2 count, and pitch there. It's going to be high for ball 1. Runner at first with 1 out here for the Chiefs. 3-0's the score. And that ball is going to be a grounder down the third baseline, going all the way out to left field. And going for 3 there is Limbach, who was at first, and a double there for Grabowski. So Grabowski gets the hard grounder for a double down the left field line. And Limbach makes it all the way over to third. So now runners at second and third with 1 out. And Nathan Lang's at the plate. He had a double in his one and only at bat. 7 hits for the Chiefs here. Hoptown still trying to get there first. Runners at second and third. Slider there, a bit too low. Ball 1. So 1-0 count. Again with 1 out. And there's a nice inside pitch to the lefty. That'll be a 1 ball and 1 strike count now. Again, runners at second and third for Paducah. And pitch there is in the dirt. And doing a good job there is Sepulveda staying behind that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that'll be a hard grounder going foul towards the first base coach for Paducah. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes with the 1 out on the board. Game 3-0. Paducah leads right now in the top of the 3rd. And a swing and a miss. Nathan Lang strikes out.
It's a big strikeout for FT.
So now 2 outs. And again, still the runners at 2nd and 3rd. Colin McClure is at the plate. He had a hit in his 1 and only at bat in the last inning. F-Tink on the mound, switching over to a righty batter. That ball's going to be chopped and foul going towards the dugout near first base. A 1 count to start here for McClure. And pitch there just outside on a fastball. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike now. And slider there crosses the plate for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Again, 2 runners on base. Hoptown's trying to keep them there. Here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-2 is just maybe a bit too high and outside there. Let's make it 2s across the board. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch is going to be roped out to center, but getting the stop there, getting to the ball is second baseman John Keebler, but he can't make a play. So scoring will be David Limbach, and getting a single there is Colin McClure. And Grabowski is at 3rd. Good hustle, though, by Keebler. Hypothetically, that ball does get out to center. You might have seen Grabowski try to make a run for home.
Had the same thing happen the other night in the 8th inning at Henderson. Same exact ball, same exact play. Keebler slides, grabbed it, but this time picked it up and threw it home and just couldn't get the runner out. And that's kind of set off the game there in Henderson the other night.
4-0 the score. Runners at 1st and 3rd. Fastball outside, strike 1. Danny Rollins is at the plate. He also had a single. He was a part of that 3-hit in a row. A trifecta by Paducah in the last inning. That'll be a chopper going over to 2nd. The throw is there for out number 3. So that's going to do it for the top of the 3rd. There were 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base, and 1 run scored. Looking over at our scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 4-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have bottom of the 3rd inning baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores for their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
Southern States Petroleum has all of your fuel needs covered. Come see us at 5475 Canton Pike, just off Eagle Way Bypass in Hopkinsville. We feature a 24-hour pay-at-the-pumps fueling system, offer on-farm deliveries of fuels, and have propane gas for your home, business, and grilling needs. Be sure to stop by and check out how we can meet your home heating needs with our selection of fireplace systems, gas logs, and heaters. Remember, it's Southern States Petroleum on Canton Pike in Hopkinsville for all of your fuel needs.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Again, 4-0. That's the score here as the Paducah Chiefs lead the Hoptown Hoppers. And a run just scored by Paducah on the top of this frame. Now here in the bottom of the third, and Hoptown has a chance here to get a run. And make this game a bit closer here, down by 4.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it kind of cut in half.
I mean, see, Paducah so far in these first innings, they've managed to score in each inning. So for Hoptown, still looking for their first hit in the ball game. They're going to try to catch up. As Braden Pingle, the top of the lineup here, sees a ball for his first pitch. And second pitch is a strike.
Swung on and missed.
1-1 count. Swing and a miss there once again. So make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pingle was that first walk and a part of that first 3 to reach in the first. And pitch there. Way high, as some like to say, hit the mascot there. Stitches appears to be okay. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hi. Yep, he does. He does seem to be okay. So.
And pitch there is in the dirt. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Pingle's worked a full count. And that's going to be a ball hit high and goes behind us here in our Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Full count here. And again, Pingle at the plate. Parker Price still pitching for Paducah. And make a ball 4. So Pingle will walk once again, getting into first. And now Esteban Sepulveda is going to be at the plate. And the very first pitch he saw, he was hit in the first inning. Batting second for Hoptown tonight. Again, 4-0. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers here in the bottom of the third. And this time on the first pitch, Sepulveda does not hit. It's ball 1 going outside. And that's going to be a ball hit high out in right field, and it's caught by the right fielder, Brady Grabowski. So staying at first is Pingle. And the first out is on the board. John Keebler will now come to the plate. He was walked in his one and only at bat. As we talk about in the lineup, and as we get to this month of July, talking with Coach Brizan, he said as the months would go by, or as the first month would go by, we'd start seeing more consistent lineups, more players to kind of earn their spot to be regular starters. John Keebler, he was playing last night, once again, is playing in the lineup tonight.
He's been playing consistent. Yeah, even on away games. I mean, him and Grant Snyder or Sam Perkins are usually up the middle.
And pitch there going outside. That'll be a 2-0 count. 2 balls and no strikes. And that'll be a strike, as that's a foul ball behind home plate. So a 2-1 count. That is high and outside. So now 3 balls and 1 strike. And this Saturday, just 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks after this Saturday until the playoffs. So very definitely winding down in this season, as that'll be a walk there on a high pitch. So Keebler makes it to first, and Pingle goes over to second. Not necessarily bases loaded with no outs here, but Hoppers now find themselves with runners at first and second with 1 out. You want to capitalize here if you're Hoptown. Colby Webb at the plate. And you look at the situation they were in as well, as a coach for Paducah is coming out to have a conference with the entire infield. When it was that situation in the first inning, when it was bases loaded, it was a pop fly that went foul and 2 strikeouts. That ended up being those 3 outs. So really nothing to even work with the base runners for the Hoppers. So you want to put something in play here and give yourself a chance if you're Hoptown here. Again, Colby Webb at the plate and Braden Eftink on deck. Again, 4-0 is the score. The Chiefs lead it. Into Hoptown wearing their retro jerseys with white pants, and Paducah's wearing their gray uniforms with black lettering, bit of a red outline as well. Gray jerseys and gray pants. Again, 1 out, runners at first and second for Paducah. First pitch, high and outside, ball 1 to Colby Webb. One 1-0 count. And that ball is going to be hit hard in the gap between short and third. But staying at third is going to be Pingle. So now bases loaded. So Colby Webb gets his first hit of the day. The first hit for the Hoppers in this game. And now Webb at first, John Keebler at second, and Pingle at third. Bases loaded, and Braden Eftink is now at the plate. Eftink, a lefty batter, struck out looking in his one and only at bat on a 2-2 count. First pitch is right down the middle on an off speed. A 1 count. Swing and a miss on another looked like curveball there. So an 0-2 count. And ducking there, high and inside, is Eftink. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, bases loaded with 1 out. Hoppers at the plate now, down 4-0 to the Chiefs here in the bottom of the third. That's a swing and a miss on a fastball. Eftink is retired. And Grant Snyder will now come to the plate. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Grant Snyder. First pitch, it will be hit high and it's going foul. And goes over near the stands by first base. So an 0-1 count to Snyder. And that ball's going to be hit hard out to center field. A run's going to score, and 2 runs will score for Hoptown. 2 RBI single there by Grant Snyder. That's what you want to see. You saw 2 outs there and the bases loaded. Hoptown needed to see a run go by. At least 1, and they've got 2. As Pingle comes in and scores, and then from second, John Keebler comes in as well. At second base now is Webb, and Snyder is at first. Now Caden Buxton is at the plate. He popped out to the pitcher, and his one and only at bat. Swings and misses on the first pitch. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 4-2 now the score. Paducah leads. Pitch there goes high and outside. So now 1 ball and 1 strike. One count with 2 outs. pitch there is going to be low and in the dirt, so make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 1 count. And pitch there is going to be tipped into the glove. So 2's wild on the scoreboard here. Low and inside. Now a full count. And with runners at first and second for Hoptown. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And that's going to be a ball hit high. And it will go behind the bleachers once again near first base. Some BGs being played by Mr. Colley. Very fitting. Buxton here trying to keep the Hoppers offense alive here in the bottom of the third. A full count. Both runners are going. And it'll be a ball 4. As Buxton is walked. So now Snyder goes over to second and Webb is at third. Bases loaded here. And we're going to see another meeting here on the mound. So it looks like we'll see a pitching change for Paducah. As coach for Paducah not messing around here. He's going to make a change quickly here, despite the 4-2 lead with 2 outs. But the bases loaded for Hoptown. So we'll wait and see who this new pitcher is. But again, 4-2 is the score. And we'll probably see more of Parker Price anyways, as he's batting as well for Paducah. But again, 4-2 is your score now. The Chiefs lead. Bases loaded with 2 outs. And we're in the bottom of the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this timeout.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress is your one-stop shop for all your furniture needs. From cozy sofas and chairs to stylish dining sets and bedroom furniture, we offer a wide selection to suit any taste and budget. We're here to help you find the perfect piece to complete your space. Whether you're redecorating or furnishing a new space, come visit us at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here. 4-2 is the score, and kind of talking through the break, may not see Parker Price, as we'll wait and see. Not exactly sure if he was ruled the DH as well on the lineup card, so we'll wait and see if we see Mr. Price, as he'll actually be the 3rd batter up in the next inning, so we'll find out quickly if he's still the batter. But new pitcher for the Chiefs, did we say number 15? And that is Aiden Terry. Goes to Southeastern Texas Community College. And you know what? On the lineup, he's actually listed as a right-handed pitcher and 3rd baseman. So, you know, he might actually want to become a new pitcher hitter for Paducah since he plays both sides. So we'll see. But we do know Mr. Aiden Terry is the new pitcher for the Chiefs. It was a pretty nice start for the pitcher Parker Price on the mound. I mean, ended up starting off with being able to prevent hits from the Hoppers in the beginning, but I thought it was a pretty solid job by Parker Price, but ended up, Coach, he saw even with the 4-2 lead and bases loaded with 2 outs, I think he wants to not play around with the situation.
Yeah, he's not messing around. Also some action in the Hoppers bullpen. Number 7, Sam Patrick, out there warming up. May see him next inning for F-Tink. Rager been known to hit the long ball. Wouldn't be a bad case scenario here at all.
He's capable of it. Again, down 4-2 is the Hoppers here. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Preston Rager at the plate. And ball there will be hit high and foul over near right field. So an 0-1 count. And his one and only at bat, Rager struck out in the second. Swing and a miss there. That makes it an 0-2 count. Two outs. And there is a swing and a miss as Rager strikes out. And that's going to do it for the third inning. Here in the bottom of the third, there were 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on base, and 2 runs scored. Looking over at our scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville. Paducah leads 4-2. We'll have 4th inning baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A coming up here on 95.3 The Farm.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress is your one-stop shop for all your furniture needs. From cozy sofas and chairs to stylish dining sets and bedroom furniture, we offer a wide selection to suit any taste and budget. We're here to help you find the perfect piece to complete your space. Whether you're redecorating or furnishing a new space, come visit us at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
At Pennyrile Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Pennyrile Electric's mission is not just to provide reliable service at competitive rates. It's also finding innovative ways to keep our members and employees safe, promote economic development, create a well-trained workforce, and to educate you to help you save on utility costs. Pennyrile Electric, enhancing your quality of life since 1937.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
4-2. The Paducah Chiefs currently lead here at Tiger Field. Hoptown Hoppers hosting Paducah. And Jalen Johnson for the Chiefs is at the plate here in the top of the 4th. First pitch swung on and missed. Johnson struck out in his one and only at bat. 0-1 the count after that swing. And that's a bit of a check swing there, fouled over towards the dugout by first base. So an 0-2 count now. Johnson goes to Arkansas Pine Bluff. And been spotted a couple of places in the infield for Paducah this season. 0-2 count. And there's a slider inside. Ball 1, the count. Whew. Johnson at second base tonight.
Look close.
Definitely look close.
I thought that was a strike. Right there on that inside corner, that collie pitch.
1-2 count. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch. The ball on the ground. The throw to first is there. And Johnson will strike out both back-to-back times for the first out here in the 4th inning. Now rolling back to the top of the lineup, Will Gibbs is at the plate. Looking over to on deck, it is Aiden Terry for Paducah. So Parker Price's day is done at the plate, and Aiden Terry is going to be the new hitter for Paducah. First pitch there is called a strike outside. And an 0-1 count. Pitch there goes outside. So we'll have to try to maybe get confirmation as far as hypothetically if F-Tink were to come out, would we see a new hitter for him?
Well, if he's registered DH in the lineup before the ball
there is going to be hit high, going foul territory. Buxton's trying to track it down, but it's in the bullpen. He can't get to that. So a 1-2 count.
Well, the only way that would be able to happen is if the DH, if he's put at DH in the bottom of the lineup, like before the game. So otherwise, F-Tink will not be able to hit unless he's put in as an optionary DH.
1-2 count.
If that makes sense.
And pitch there is going to go outside for the second ball in the count. So now a 2-2 count. Again,
Yes.
Will Gibbs is at the plate. And pitch there goes way outside. So looking at the lineup, looked like he was put
Yes,
into DH.
so he was exactly so the reason that Parker Price he was not put at DH, so he will be just coming out of the game. He was only in the game to pitch tonight.
And full count, low and outside. That's ball 4. As Gibbs will go over to first. And now we'll see for the first time in this ball game Aiden Terry, which we were just talking about Parker Price. Terry comes in for him. And keep it the same. Of course, Price was a lefty. Terry a lefty as well.
Seen Terry a few times in Paducah.
And throw over to first. So back in time is Gibbs.
It's news to me. It's different. It's different.
And a throw over to first. And back in time is Gibbs. Pitch there goes outside for a ball. So the first pitch makes it a 1-0 count to Terry. And that ball's going to be chopped. A grounder over to second. Keebler gets it, makes the throw to first. And so Terry will be out. Reaching to second is Gibbs on the grounder. So now 2 outs and a runner at second for Paducah. Kyle Hayes will now step into the box. Hayes, a righty batter. 0 for 2 on the evening. Grounded to first. And then struck out looking in his last at bat. First pitch goes outside for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. And pitch there is going to be high and outside. So make it 2-0 now. And that'll be a ball hit high over in left center. Pingle, hat comes off his head, but the glove goes in his the ball goes in his glove there as Braden Pingle delivers. And that will be the third out. There were no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and no runs scored here for Paducah. We'll head over to the bottom of the 4th, looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville. It's 4-2, Paducah leads. We're back with more Hopper Baseball, brought to you by Chick-fil-A after this break.
A career to the max awaits. Max Arnold & Sons bulk plant locations are looking to hire tank wagon drivers in Madisonville, Kentucky. Requires CDL, Class B and hazardous materials endorsement, home daily, along with health insurance, paid time off, dental, vision, 401k matching, life insurance, referral program, and tuition reimbursement. Starting salary is $40,000, a year base with overtime, above 40 hours being paid time and time and a half. Learn more at careerstothemax.net.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here. 4-2 is your score, as the Paducah Chiefs still with the lead here over the Hoptown Hoppers. We're now in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it's Mr. Devin Keebler at the plate here. First pitch swing fouled off of home plate. So an 0-1 count. And Keebler's one and only at bat. He had a fly ball. Mix, I don't know what you mix between a pop fly and a fly ball. It was out in the outfield, but Jalen Johnson, the second baseman, was able to catch it. Inside pitch there, called ball, so a 1-1 count. And that'll be a ball chopped over, a slow roller there to third, but the throw is there for the out. So one out here, and now back to the top of the lineup. Braden Pingle is at the plate. Pingle with 2 walks in this ball game. He had 3 in yesterday's affair with the Miners. And you can tell Devin Keebler, not sure if you saw, look shaken up. Okay, yeah, I thought so.
I don't know.
Pitch there goes in the dirt. So a 1-0 count.
Looked like a left leg. Maybe dragging just a little bit.
One ball and no strike. And there's a foul ball going off of home plate. Goes behind the umpire near the backstop. So now 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Again, 4-2. The Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers.
That pitch will be inside. Pingle will move out of the way. Ball 2.
And that will be a grounder fouled over near first base.
Saw earlier that they were calling for some rain tonight. Yeah.
Indeed.
It is getting dark here in Hoptown, so
2 balls and 2 strikes after that pitch.
We may see something. I hope not.
And that's a hard ball hit over the shortstop. Fielded. The throw is there as Pingle trying to speed up as quick as he could. Couldn't get there in time. And so now 2 outs, and Esteban Sepulveda is at the plate. Yeah, looks like rain will be likely around 10. The chances are going down, though.
Okay, good.
About an hour ago, I checked. It was like a 90% chance at 10. Now it says 56. So
first pitch on the outside part of the plate called strike 1.
Sepulveda 0 for 1 on the day. It was hit by a pitch in his very first at bat. Off-speed pitch there down the middle. That'll be strike 2. And pitch there is in the dirt. Make it a 1-2 count. Henderson and Madisonville playing tonight. And that'll be a strikeout looking on an off-speed pitch. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Hoppers at the plate. There were no hits, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored. And again, 4-2 is the score. Looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have some 5th inning baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jaysrecordjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And we're back here at Tiger Field. Looks like we do have a change out in the outfield. Devin Keebler was out in left field. And now Jordan Gonzalez is playing that position now for the Hoptown Hoppers. So just a one change for the Hoppers. And they're down 4-2 here in the top of the 5th inning now.
Leading off for the Chiefs in the top of the 5th.
Still pitching is F. Tink for Hoptown. And now David Limbach is at the plate, the 4th batter in the lineup for Paducah. First pitch is going to be outside and comes out of the glove there, Sepulveda. So 1-0 count. Being told there's an attendance of 205 here tonight at Tiger Field. Nice to see fans still making their way out here despite the heat.
That one was a foul ball. Yeah, fouled off down the left field line.
So 1 ball and 1 strike. And check swing there. Third base umpire says he went.
It's a good call. It's a good check there by Esteban.
1-2 count. And low and inside there. That'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that will be a swing and a miss as David Limbach strikes out. That's out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Now Brady Grabowski will come to the plate.
It's a good way to start an inning.
Absolutely.
Right field number 28, Brady Grabowski.
Grabowski had a double in his last at bat. There's a strike down the middle. So an 0-1 count. And that ball will be a short grounder over to first. And it will be a second out. There's a nice underhand toss there by F. Tink over to first. So now 2 outs, and Nathan Lang is at the plate. Lang also had a double in this game, but he struck out in his last at bat. First pitch is inside to the lefty for strike 1. Pitch there goes just outside. You know, before the game, we've mentioned, Mr. Scott Colley threw out the first pitch. You know, I always see the people who throw out the first pitch, they throw the ball, and then the player pulls out another ball and gives it to him. And I never understood why they did that, but finding out now that they actually do sign the ball. And so whoever throws that first pitch gets a signed ball back. So that's pretty cool. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, 2 outs.
That's pretty cool.
I always wonder, why are they giving him a new ball? There's something different about that ball. And I realize what's different about the ball.
Well, I always thought it was just because that was the game ball,
yeah,
the one that they're using.
Yeah, I guess that's what I kind of thought too. But 3-1 count. And pitch there. It's going to be a strike, just getting on that outside corner. Kind of making a turn for first was Lang, thinking it was a walk, but nope, full count here with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And a good sign there from Hoptown is they get a 3-up, 3-down here on defense. There were no hits for Paducah, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored. As we will take a break. And looking at our score, 4-2. Paducah leads. Looking at our U-Haul of Hopkinsville scoreboard, So again, 4-2. Paducah leads. We'll be back with the bottom of the fifth here on 95.3 The Farm.
You can count on ProLift to get you through the ups and downs of your garage door.
Hi, I'm Brandon Killebrew, owner of ProLift Garage Doors. Give us a call at 270-874-1110 for all of your garage door needs in Hopkinsville and surrounding communities. You can count on ProLift for quality services that include garage door repair, maintenance, and new door installation. So remember to call us, ProLift Garage Doors of Western Kentucky, at 270-874-1110. We offer garage door repair services you can count on, and we can't wait to serve you.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Are you suffering from hip or knee arthritis? Is a previous knee or hip replacement giving you pain? Dr. Landon Hall with Jenny Stewart Orthopedics is skilled in adult joint reconstruction and provides surgical and non-surgical solutions for hip and knee arthritis. Visit JennyStewartHealth.org to schedule an appointment.
Experience makes the difference.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Second baseman, John.
4-2. That's the score here as the Paducah Chiefs still have that lead over the Hoptown Hoppers now in the bottom of the fifth. And it's going to be John Keebler at the plate for Hoptown. He's the third batter in the lineup. On deck is Colby Webb and, Braden Eftink. And pitching is Aiden Terry for Paducah. Pitch there, a little bit on the inside part of the plate. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch there, outside. And I say he didn't go, but I thought that looked pretty good from here, to be honest. 1 ball and 1 strike after that pitch. And that ball is going to be chopped, and Keebler, he hit himself there with the ball. And he's kind of walking it off. So a 1-2 count. Keebler's taking some time to recuperate. One ball and 2 strikes. And Keebler, the first batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And there's a high pitch for ball 2. 2-2 count. Again, 4-2 is the score. Paducah leads. And a curved ball doesn't dip low enough. So that'll be a ball 3 and a full count here for John Keebler. Foul ball. That'll go behind the bleachers near first base.
A lot of full counts in this game early.
Swing and a miss. As Keebler will strike out. And Colby Webb will now come to the plate with 1 out on the board. Webb got the first hit for the Hoppers in the game, as that will be a grounder over to third, and it will be out number 2 on a first pitch swing. So now 2 outs, and Braden Eftink is at the plate. 0 for 2 on the evening. He struck out both times, looking the first, swinging the second. Going to look to put the bat to the ball here and keep the Hoppers alive here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is going to be outside. 1-0. And that ball is going to be winding out to left field. There's a single. And F-Tink's first hit of the day. And F-Tink does what I just said we'd hoped he did. He's keeping the Hoppers alive here. And now putting Grant Snyder at the plate, who had that 2 RBI single in the third inning. Slider goes outside for a 1-0 count. Again, 4-2. Runner at first, tying run at the plate. And that ball is going to be hit. Goes past the shortstop on his left side. Another single there for Grant Snyder.
Grant Snyder, and that'll bring up.
And now F-Tink, he went over to second. So runners at first and second here. And Caden Buxton is now at the plate for Hoptown. 0 for 1. He had a pop fly to the pitcher and then was walked on a full count in his last at bat. We'll try to keep things going here for Hoptown. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Caden Buxton, but players on the team call him Bucks. 1-0 count. And there's a ball that bounces in front of the home plate, goes over the catcher, and so advancing the second and third on a wild pitch is Snyder and F-Tink. So now 2-0 the count. And runners at second and third here for Hoptown with 2 outs. Again, Caden Buxton at the plate. And that'll be a hard grounder over to second. Johnson does a good job to get to the ball, but his throw, they're going to say it's there for the out. The throw was kind of, limp. And fully reaching out for that one was the first baseman, Kyle Hayes.
Great job by him. A good job to get to the ball there by second baseman Johnson, but an even better stretch and stay on the bag by Hayes there.
Almost a full split there. But nice defense, though, as Buxton hit a hard hit ball there going towards right field. But again, the second baseman does a good job to make the throw. And in the 5th inning, as for the Hoppers, there were 2 hits. There was no errors, 2 left on base, and no runs scored. Looking over at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville, 4-2. Paducah still with the lead. We'll have 6th inning baseball coming up, brought to you by Chick-fil-A after this timeout.
At Pennywile Electric, empowering you is at the center of all we do. Pennywile Electric's mission is not just to provide reliable service at competitive rates. It's also finding innovative ways to keep our members and employees safe, promote economic development, create a well-trained workforce, and to educate you to help you save on utility costs. Pennywile Electric, enhancing your quality of life since 1937.
A career to the max awaits. Max Arnold & Sons bulk plant locations are looking to hire tank wagon drivers in Madisonville, Kentucky. Requires CDL, Class B and hazardous materials endorsement, home daily, along with health insurance, paid time off, dental, vision, 401k matching, life insurance, referral program, and tuition reimbursement. Starting salary is $40,000, a year base with overtime, above 40 hours being paid time and time and a half. Learn more at careerstothemax.net.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back. 4-2 is the score as the Hoptown Hoppers currently trail here. Paducah Chiefs currently lead the Hoptown Hoppers 4-2. And Paducah is at the plate here. They'll be sending their 7th batter to start. It'll be Colin McClure, followed by Danny Rollins and Jalen Johnson. Still pitching for Hoptown is F-Tink. First pitch swing, foul ball goes behind the dugout of the Chiefs over near first. So an 0-1 count. And there's a ball that's going to be hit high over near right field, and it drops foul. And unable to get to that one there was Preston Rager. But an 0-2 count now for Colin McClure. And an 0-2 count. McClure is 2 for 2 on the day. Has 2 singles. He's going to stop his streak here as F-Tink. The 0-2 bounces outside in the dirt. Ball 1. So a 1-2 count. Getting 205 fans in attendance here at Tiger Field. Nice to see the fans show up, as that will be another hit there for McClure. And you can tally him up 3 for 3, all but from singles in this ball game. So he reaches. And now Danny Rollins is at the plate for Paducah. Rollins is 1 for 2 on the evening. Grounded to second, and his batty grounds over to second there. Keebler tosses it over to Snyder. It's out at second and out at first. How about a double play there for Hoptown? 4-6-3.
May have been 3 for 3, but that's exactly what you want to do. If he keeps continuing to get on, you got to find ways to get him out.
That's it.
There you go.
So now 2 outs, and Jalen Johnson's at the plate. Just like that, his buddies are gone. Base is empty here for Johnson at the plate. 2 outs. And there is an off-speed pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Again, 4-2 is the score. The Chiefs lead. That is a ball chopped on top of home plate. And quickly now, no balls and 2 strikes for Johnson. Johnson has struck out in both of his at-bats in this game. Again, we talked about him at second base. Just made a big defensive highlight, but at the plate he struggled here tonight for the Chiefs. F-Tink's looking for strikeout number 3 against Johnson here. And he will get it. Swing and a miss. Johnson strikes out once again. And that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. There was 1 hit, no errors, none left on base, and no runs scored. And now head over to the bottom of the 6th inning. Looking at our scoreboard, it's brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 4-2. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. We'll take a break. We'll have some more Hopper baseball coming up after this. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. lead the Hoptown Hoppers. A big shout out, Bruce Smiley. Helps us out with our broadcast. Split the Pot, if you're not aware, ever been come to a Hoppers game. It's where money is given from the fans, and then the pot is split between the Hoppers organization and then the fan, whoever has the winning ticket. And Mr. Smiley just gave his money, his half, back to the Hoppers. So, what a guy.
Man of the character.
Whole water bill right there, giving right back to the Hoppers. 0-2 is the count here. As at the plate here is Preston Rager. 0-2 count. And pitch there goes high for a ball one. Is the birthday man himself, Mr. Roberts, up with us. I was just telling the listeners that Mr. Smiley just gave his whole water bill back to the Hoptown Hoppers. 1-2 count, and that ball is going to be swung on and missed. So Rager will strike out. And that'll be one out. So now Jordan Gonzalez is going to see his action, or see some action at the plate for the first time in this ball game, as he was in for Devin Keebler.
25, Jordan Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez playing out in left field now. One out. Again, Hoppers down by 2 runs. First pitch goes outside. So 1-0 count. And there's another pitch there for the second ball. 2-0 count. Again with 1 out. And there's a pitch, just a bit too high, so make it 3-0 now, the count. Kenny Gonzalez's first at bat here for the Hoppers in this game. Here in the bottom of the 6th. As getting that one a bit more down is Terry for the first strike. 3-1 count. Foul ball behind home plate. Now we have a full count. So for Gonzalez's first at bat in this ball game, he sees a full count come his way. See how he handles it here. And high and inside, ball 4. Gonzalez will be walked in his first at bat.
It's a good way to get things started.
Absolutely. We roll back to the top of the lineup, and Braden Pingle, he knows a thing or two about being walked. He's been walked twice in this ball game, 3 times yesterday.
Yeah, he's a walk machine right now. Like we said, a lot of speed on the bases if you get him on early.
Absolutely.
Very fun to watch run around.
And now a runner at first with 1 out for the Hoppers, down 4-2. First pitch swing, a grounder over to third. It's out at second. The throw to first is not there. So out at second is Gonzalez. And that speed from Braden Pingle prevents the double play as he'll reach on fielder's choice. But now 2 outs and a runner at first for Hoptown. Esteban Sepulveda is now at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He did strike out looking in his last at bat. Pingle at first now. Throw over to first. Back in time is Pingle. And looking at the hitting category, 9-4 in favor of Paducah on the game tonight. Another pickoff attempt, and Pingle makes it back.
Thankfully, the Chiefs don't have more than 4 runs with 9 hits. So that's a lot of hits.
There's a foul ball going high behind the bleachers near right field.
Let me rephrase that. It's a lot for 6 innings of play already.
One. And that ball is going to bounce around home plate. Goes over the head of the catcher Rollins. So going over to second is Pingle there on the WP. So now Pingle in scoring position here for Hoptown. And 1 ball and 1 strike to Sepulveda here. Pitch there, just a bit too high. So a 2-1 count. And that ball's going to be a hit high out in left field, and it's caught there by Gibbs for out number 3. So that's going to do it for the 6th inning. And for the Hoppers, there were no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and no runs scored. Looking over at the scoreboard, brought to you by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 4-2. The Chiefs currently lead the Hoppers. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have some more Hopper baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower grits.
The Chiefs lead the Hoppers. And coming to the plate here for Paducah, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 in the lineup for them. Starting off with Will Gibbs, Aiden Terry, and then Kyle Hayes. Pitch there goes inside. Ball 1. Again, here in the top of the 7th. Foul ball, hard hit behind us here in our Chick-fil-A broadcast booth on our right side. 1 ball and 1 strike now. And off-speed pitch is going to be grounded over at third base. The throw is made, and it's there for out number 1. Caden Buxton with the throw. So 1 out. And Aiden Terry's now at the plate. He grounded out to the second baseman in his one and only at bat. Sam Patrick, a righty pitcher. Aiden Terry, lefty batter, but a righty pitcher. Terry's also pitching for the Chiefs right now. And pitch there misses outside. 2-0 now the count. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
Patrick, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Patrick, coming into this game, adjusted very well on the mound. Looks like very confident.
3 balls and 1 strike now the count. Excuse me, strike called there. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, excuse me. 2-2. Foul ball hit hard. Goes over on top of the dugout for Hoptown. The 2-2 count. That ball will be hit hard and it lands deep in right field. And just going for 2 there and getting a double is Aiden Terry. Fortunately, Rager was able to find that ball quickly. But a double there by Terry. And now Kyle Hayes is going to come to the plate. 1 out on the board. Runner at second now for Paducah. They lead it 4-2 here from Tiger Field. And the Chiefs, they are number 1 in the rankings right now, or in the standings in the OVL. Right behind them is the Madisonville Miners. Chiefs at 16-9. Pitch there goes low and outside for ball 1. Madisonville Miners are 15-9. Hoppers at 10-14. They're just 5.5 games out of first place. 3 games behind the Henderson Flash, who are in 3rd place in the league. Back-to-back balls make it a 2-0 count to Hayes. If you look at the Hoppers, a good opportunity for them this week. Yesterday, getting to play second place team in the league. They did lose that one. I want to try to string a win here against the Chiefs, see if you can knock off the top team in the league. Is hit there by Hayes going in deep left center. It's caught. A nice job there by Pingle, yeah, to get back out there and track the ball down out in left center. So that will be 2 outs now. And David Limbach's at the plate. 1 for 3 on the evening. Struck out in his last at bat. Hoppers 9-14. Look, a few weeks ago they were kind of bouncing back and forth to 500. And now under 500 with the 9-14 record. They're trying to get their win category up as first pitch is called strike outside to the lefty Limbach.
Some more fireworks going off behind the field.
That ball is chopped, and it's in the glove of the shortstop Snyder. He makes the throw, and that's going to do it for the top of the 7th. 6-3 there for the 3rd out. There was 1 hit. There were no errors, 1 left on base, and no runs scored. Looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville, 4-2. The Paducah Chiefs lead the Hoptown Hoppers. It is also time for our 7th inning stretch, which is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Visit them today on Fort Kemp Boulevard and download the Chick-fil-A app for online ordering. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll see the bottom of the 7th here at Tiger Field. You're listening to Hopper Baseball here on 95.3 The Farm.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress is your one-stop shop for all your furniture needs. From cozy sofas and chairs to stylish dining sets and bedroom furniture, we offer a wide selection to suit any taste and budget. We're here to help you find the perfect piece to complete your space. Whether you're redecorating or furnishing a new space, come visit us at Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
If you're like me, you're probably ready to unplug for a bit, right? If you're heading out on the road this summer, Pennyrail Electric has a few safety tips to keep in mind. Invest in motion-sensing outdoor lighting and programmable timers for the interior lighting of your home. Unplug unnecessary appliances and electronics. And when you check into your destination, look for overloaded outlets or the scent of overheated wires. If you find something, say something. Pennyrile Electric, wishing you an amazing and safe summer season.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And we're back here as 4-2's the score. And the Paducah Chiefs lead. A bit of confusion. We have a substitution by the Chiefs on defense, trying to figure out where the movements have went. But we do know who's at the plate right now for Hoptown. We can tell you that. John Keebler. And still pitching is Aiden Terry. First pitch, right down the pipe, strike one. Pitch there, low and outside, so make it 1 ball and 1 strike to John Keebler. Keebler 0 for 1 on the evening and struck out once, but has been walked twice in this ballgame. Also has scored a run. And that pitch goes and bounces outside in the dirt for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. Again, once again, a big shout out to the general manager of the Hoptown Hoppers, Danny Roberts, celebrating a birthday today. 2-2 count. He said that plans on golfing tomorrow. Hopefully the weather is good for that. Doesn't rain too much tonight if it does. 2-2 the count after a strike there. And pitch there will go outside. So now a full count. And pitch there goes high and outside. Ball 4. And so now Keebler's at first. And Colby Webb is at the plate. So Colby Webb is going to have to wait as the coach is coming out to the mound. And it looks like we are going to see an exchange of the baseball there. So a new pitcher will be coming in for the Chiefs, and we'll go ahead and take a timeout as 4-2 is the score. And it'll be a runner at first for Hoptown here in the bottom of the 7th with no outs. Again, new pitcher coming in. We'll take a break and have some more after this.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here. A couple of changes kind of throwing us off here, as I think Game Changer is currently inaccurate as well. So as far as defense, we might have to wait till the Chiefs get on offense to be exact as far as where their locations are on the field, using our binoculars. And looking over at Cole Sloan, he's saying he's got it. So we'll probably divert to him to see what kind of movements we have here. Talk to us, Cole.
Okay, so we got a new pitcher, number 17, Hayden Alexander, just like you said, and center fielder number 13, Ben Brombach.
So he's in for Nathan Lang.
He is in for Nathan Lang has moved to left field. So Nathan Lang moved over to left field. They moved around,
so
and
Brombach is taking Jalen Johnson's spot.
Yes, basically. So Brombach went to center, Lang went to left, and then leadoff Will Gibbs went to second base in Johnson's position.
Okay. So we've got it figured out now. So only one player is no longer in the game. That's Jalen Johnson. He was 0 for 3 at the plate with all strikeouts. So coach decided to make a move there. Now a new pitcher, Hayden Alexander, is pitching to Colby Webb. First pitch was a ball, so 1-0 count. And pitch there just gets on the outer part of the plate. So now 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, at first base is John Keebler. 4-2 is the score. The Chiefs lead the Hoppers here. And that'll be a ball hit high near left field, and it'll be caught by Lang, the left fielder. So 1 out, and staying over at first is Keebler. F. Tink now at the plate. Started off 0 for 2 and got a base hit in his last at bat. As far as base running, made it all the way to third. Pitch there, outside fastball. So 0-1 count to F. Tink, the lefty batter. Swing and a miss. There's F. Tink really ripped his swing there. 0-2 count. And ball there will be chopped and fouled over to the screen. Might I add as well that Hayden Alexander is a lefty pitcher. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner at first for Hoptown. And that ball is going to go past the pitcher there, and then a ball beating out a throw there is F. Tink, as it looked like the second baseman there got to the ball. It might have been the shortstop. Shortstop got to it and thought about making the tag, but couldn't. And then with the delay of him trying to maybe walk over to the bag, he ended up making the throw, and it just wasn't in time. So
I think that's I believe that's a hit. You can't say it's not, because he did beat out the throw. I mean, it's a mental error, but
it is going to be called error officially. So F. Tink reaches on an E6. Going over to second is Keebler. And so now runners at first and second with 1 out. 0-1 count to Grant Snyder here at the plate. He just saw a strike. The strike swinging. And that'll be a strike looking there, making it an 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Grant Snyder has 2 singles in the ball game. Pitch there is going to be ball 1. 1-2 count with 1 out. Again, 4-2. Go ahead run at the plate here with runners at first and second for Hoptown. Pitch there high for ball 2. You can see some fireworks in the background out in left field. Almost seems like the July 3rd kind of fireworks, if that makes sense. As you like to save the big stuff for tomorrow night. Just kind of some flares going out in the sky. And now a full count after a pitch there goes outside. That's ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes. Again, runners at first and second. A walk would load the bases. And that's what it does, is a run over to third there.
So
And a throw was made, but
that won't be a stolen base for Keebler, but it would have been if it wouldn't have been a walk for Grant Snyder.
And walking there is Snyder. So now going over to second is F-Tink, and to third is Keebler. Could you imagine a situation like that, though, where still making the throw there was Rollins? What if they had a guy out into the outfield? That'll be a first pitch swing going foul, and the right fielder can't get to it, Grabowski.
Yeah, good point. I mean,
you feel like you still make the throw just to see if you can do it, but 0-1 count. And Caden Buxton's at the plate here. Off-speed pitch right down the middle, make it no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 count. Bases loaded here. Again, 1 out. And a short ball there, and falling down, but going for a tag. There is Kyle Hayes, as he was actually going to walk over, and backing up there was Caden Buxton.
good job, though, by Buxton to just put it in play. I mean, and that's the way you got to do with runners in scoring position like they've had in this game. But Buxton just able to get in on an inside pitch and just poke it. That's all you got to do.
You say that, and yeah, Keebler comes in and scores in that play. And so now going over to third is F-Tink, and to second is Snyder. So runners at second and third with 2 outs.
We have a pinch hitter, number 5, Ethan Landis.
First pitch is a strike. Landis is in for Rager, who was 0 for 3. All from strikeouts, similar to Jalen Johnson for the Chiefs. 0-1 count on the first pitch to Landis. And pitch there is going to go behind the catcher. A run scores for Hoptown. Tie ball game. And going over to third is Snyder. So on the wild pitch there, F-Tink comes and scores. Snyder's over at third. 4-4 is now the score. And a 1 ball and 1 strike count to Landis. Another pitch there in the dirt, check swing, and Landis did not go. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. And that'll be a hard grounder over to short. It's scooped. The throw is there for the 3rd out. And that's going to do it for the 7th inning. Hoptown is able to tie the ball game up, though. And they did it here with no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base, and 3 runs scored. 2 runs scored. 2 runs scored for the Hoppers. Looking at our scoreboard, brought to you by Car Connection of Hopkinsville. 4-4 is the score. A tie game between both teams. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have 8th inning baseball here on 95.3 The Farm.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jaysrecordjewelry.com. Jay's Record Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
You can count on ProLift to get you through the ups and downs of your garage door.
Hi, I'm Brandon Killebrew, owner of ProLift Garage Doors. Give us a call at 270-874-1110 for all of your garage door needs in Hopkinsville and surrounding communities. You can count on ProLift for quality services that include garage door repair, maintenance, and new door installation. So remember to call us, ProLift Garage Doors of Western Kentucky, at 270-874-1110. We offer garage door repair services you can count on, and we can't wait to serve you.
This is Hoptown Hoppers baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Tie ball game here, 4-4. As the Hoppers have fought back here, and we now have a tie game between them and the Chiefs. Paducah's on offense here in the top of the 8th. Again, Sam Patrick pitching for Hoptown. First pitch down the middle, strike one to Brady Grabowski. 0-1 count. Also a change. We just saw him hit in Ethan Landis. He's now out, and playing at right field is Jackson Vise. Foul ball goes to the screen in front of the bleachers near first base. So quickly an 0-2 count here for Brady Grabowski. Oh-2 count. Inside pitch is going to be hit high, going over to second base, and that will be caught by John Keebler for the first out. So one out, and now coming over to the plate is Nathan Lang. Also going over to talk is Sepulveda. He'll chat with Patrick a bit. We'll try to get some signs in order. One out. Again, the Hoppers, one more home game this week. They will be here at Tiger Field on Friday night hosting the Henderson Flash. As look forward to excitement with that one as far as their games with Henderson. They've all been competitive, so look forward to another good ball game at Tiger Field on Friday night at 6:30. Pitch there way outside, ball one. Again, we'll go in here at 6:15 p.m. on 95.3 The Farm and the Hoptown Hoppers YouTube channel. 1-0 count after the first pitch. Another pitch there goes outside. So now a 2-0 count. And 4-4 is the score. We have a tie ball game here between the Hoptown Hoppers and the Paducah Chiefs. 2-0 count. That one is high and outside. So now a 3-0 count to Lang. Ball four. A 4-pitch walk for Lang at the plate. He's now at first. And Colin McClure will come over to the plate. And you do not want to see somebody on base when he is at the plate. He's 3 for 3 on the evening. As seeing some big fireworks out in left field. First pitch is called strike as the booms don't phase Patrick on the mound. 0-1 count.
Patrick hitting the outside part of the plate well.
Does it again for strike two. Oh, 2 count. Again with the runner at first. And another pitch there. A bit more outside this time. It's going to be a ball one, making it a 1-2 count. Again, 3 for 3 on the night is McClure. And a swing and a miss, make it 3 for 4 as he strikes out. And that's now the second out here in the top of the 8th. Danny Rollins is now going to come to the plate. Had a hit in his very first at bat and is grounded out to second in both his at-bats. Actually grounded into a double play in his last at-bat. Now with 2 outs and a runner at first. Pitch there, just outside, ball 1. So a 1-0 count. And with 2 outs and a tie game, 4 runs apiece between the Hoppers and the Chiefs. And hit by a pitch there is Rollins. So he'll advance to first, and going over to second is Nathan Lang. Now for the first time in the ball game, we're going to see Ben Brombaugh as he's again coming in for Jalen Johnson. Brombaugh's playing out in center field now for the Chiefs. First pitch, it's going to be a bunt foul. What was destined to be a slow roller, and getting right there was Sepulveda, but on the left side of that.
He was on that quick, wasn't he?
He was. 0-1 count. 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Chiefs. In a tie ball game. One. That's going to be a fastball called strike. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Foul ball goes towards the screen behind home plate. So keep the count the same, 0-2. The big fireworks guy, Cole.
Yeah, I like fireworks. They're cool and all, but, you know, it only lasts for an hour. And then you ain't got no more. So that's why I think Christmas and Thanksgiving, food, more holidays with food involved. More my.
Well, if you're a barbecue fan, then tomorrow is your holiday.
You're right. That is true.
Are you you like your sports? Hot dog eating competition, is that your thing? Or
It is not. I am not a hot dog. I do not like hot dogs at all. I am not a big on them, and yeah, not my sport either. So
0-2 count. Both runners will go, but it'll be a foul ball.
What about you?
Going behind home plate. Count stays the same, 0-2. Yeah, no, I don't really. Especially the way they did my man Joey Chestnut. I definitely probably won't be watching since the GOAT's not going to be in it. But
you win it 11 times. I guess you got to be kicked out at some point.
But nah, it's not my favorite thing to watch. 0-2 count. And that ball is going to be a slow chopper over at third. The throw is there. Caden Buxton makes the play. And that will conclude the top of the 8th. As there for Paducah, there were no hits, no errors, 2 left on base, and no runs scored. And we now head over to the bottom of the 8th inning, and looking at our scoreboard, it's tied between both teams. Again, our scoreboard is presented by U-Haul of Hopkinsville, 4-4. We'll have some more OVL baseball brought to you by Chick-fil-A here on 95.3 The Farm.
A career to the max awaits. Max Arnold & Sons bulk plant locations are looking to hire tank wagon drivers in Madisonville, Kentucky. Requires CDL, Class B and hazardous materials endorsement, home daily, along with health insurance, paid time off, dental, vision, 401k matching, life insurance, referral program, and tuition reimbursement. Starting salary is $40,000, a year base with overtime, above 40 hours being paid time and time and a half. Learn more at careerstothemax.net.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you. This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here. 4-4 is the score. It is a tie game between the Hoptown Hoppers and the Paducah Chiefs. And it's going to be starting things off for the Hoppers, Jordan Gonzalez at the plate. Again, 4-4. Well, we kind of talked about this, I think, a few games ago when the Hoppers ended up getting a win here. A perfect scenario here for the Hoppers. Make this your last at-bats for the ball game here at the bottom of the 8th.
Exactly.
Swing and a miss for Gonzalez, though, here.
If there's a way to do it, that's the way you want to do it.
Pitch there goes high and outside.
I think that pop may have, those are a little bit closer. Looking at that house right up there.
Yeah.
So, if you're watching.
Pitch there goes low and inside. If you happen to be around the Kaufman Drive area, keep it coming while the Chiefs are pitching. Would you say as a pitch there goes a swing and a miss and actually goes behind home plate, is it harder to pitch or hit with the fireworks if you had to guess?
You know, I don't know. I would imagine if the fireworks are out in center field, it's probably harder to hit. You know, it makes it harder to see the ball, but I just can't imagine it would affect your pitching. I mean, you're supposed to have a mental mindset when you're on the mound, and I think you shouldn't get interrupted.
I guess you can hear clapping and people talking the whole time, so I think you're right. It probably would affect
people yelling, you know.
Fortunately, it's in left field, and the righty batter is Gonzalez, so I'm not even sure you can see it that well. Full count here, though.
You can on the stream.
Big pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. Gonzalez will walk. And now Braden Pingle is at the plate. Pingle has reached base 3 out of the 4 time he's been up to bat. He reached on fielder's choice in his last at bat. Again, tie game, 4 runs apiece. And Pingle is at the plate here, 4-4. He'll show a bunt and actually smacks it right into the screen over near the bleachers. A 1 count. On deck is Esteban Sepulveda. And still pitching Hayden Alexander for Paducah. And bunt once again is shown, but actually gets behind Pingle. So quickly an 0-2 count now.
A lot of fireworks going off now.
It must be the finale.
So smoke starting to gather on the field.
0-2 count. And pitch there goes low and inside. Of course, last season over at Colonel Field, the Hoppers did have a home game on the 4th, and of course right close to us was the Red, White, and Ooh event. So that was really pretty cool to see over at Ruff Park. You can obviously pretty close to Colonel Field, so fans were able to kind of watch both. As that'll be a swing and a miss, though. Pingle strikes out. And now 1 out with the runner still at first in Gonzalez, and Esteban Sepulveda is now at the plate. Again, a runner at first. Tie game. Pitch there, low and inside, ball 1. 1 out on the board. Paducah has twice as much hits as Hoptown does, but right now that does not matter with the tie game here and a chance for Hoptown to put a run in this bottom of the 8th.
You also got to be very disciplined this inning. I mean, if you're going to the plate, you're not looking for that pitch that's outside that you can just kind of, hit lightly. You're looking for something that you can hit very hard and well into gaps.
2-0. And that is going to make it 3-0 now after a pitch goes high and outside. So a 3-0 count to Sepulveda. And there's the first strike in the count. Bit high and inside. So 3 balls and 1 strike now. As you say, a big cloud of smoke crossing from center to right field for all the fireworks. Player running over to second, and a bad throw. Gonzalez.
It's a ball 4.
And ball 4.
Yeah, it's that's happened twice this game now.
Yeah. They were right on the other end for the Chiefs when they were. Or no, I think it was still Hoptown that was still running. Someone going over the third. We have ball 4, so does not count as a stolen base for Gonzalez. Sepulveda reaches first. Coach is coming out for Paducah. Runners at first and second here for Hoptown with 1 out. And we are going to see a pitching change actually here. Again, 4-4 tie game. It'll be runners at first and second for Hoptown here in the bottom of the 8th with the 1 out. And we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll find out who this new pitcher is and tell you who it is. As again, 4-4 is the score. And we will have some more Hopper baseball coming up after this break.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
If bone or joint problems interfere with your quality of life, you can count on Jenny Stewart Orthopedics to get you back in motion. Our 4 outstanding surgeons share a passion for providing quality medical care and superior outcomes for their patients. Visit JennyStewartHealth.org to schedule an appointment.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Hi, this is Harrison Waxley from Bossier City, Louisiana. We would not have Hoppers Baseball without the following businesses. Please support our season sponsors: Huggard, Beard & Giles Funeral Home, Olivet Baptist Church, All Clean and AKS Flooring, and Jones Brothers. Thank you and go Hoppers.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
We're back here again in the bottom of the 8th. Runners at first and second for Hoptown with 1 out. New pitcher is Jack McLaury for Paducah. He goes to Volunteer State Community College, a right-handed pitcher. We were just kind of talking to the break. Cole, this situation, what are you kind of expecting from Hoptown here?
A bunt, for sure, and I think it's got to be pushed down the first base side. So you, for one, definitely get the bunt down. I mean, it's going to be called. But for 2, if you put it down the right side, you got a chance to really make something happen if you catch the defense sleeping. So
I think a good position too. You see John Keebler, who's known to be a good bunter for this team, and then
speed.
also on deck in speed, and also Colby Webb on deck. So hypothetically, if you can get runners on second and third with 2 outs, and Colby Webb's at the plate, you might even like that. So.
Or it might be a bunt for a hit. You never know. Keebler may get on, and we have bases loaded with Webb up.
Wait for this first pitch here from McLaury. And it is low in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-0 count. Pitch there is low and inside, so that'll be 2-0 the count. Is it just me, or is the pitcher McLaury, is he a little more off on the side of the mound than normal? Is that?
He's definitely right there on that corner.
2-0 count. And there's a strike low and inside. Crowd does not like that pitch for the Hoppers. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two 1 count, runners at first and second here for Hoptown. 4-4 here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch there goes low, and the ball actually comes out of the glove. And sliding, they say safe, as kind of a delayed run, I think, over from second. Gonzalez realized the ball came out and ran. Third baseman feels like he got him, but it was close.
They're saying that it's the third base umpire's discretion, and he's going with his call that he is safe, so we'll take it.
If we were in Paducah, we might have heard more of
You're right.
a rampage from the crowd, but 3 balls and 1 strike now, and make it ball 4.
That's huge.
As bases loaded now. Runners at first, second, and third. And now Colby Webb's at the plate with 1 out. Four to 4 here in the 8th inning. Webb a chance here to take the lead. And inside pitch there.
We'll still take a walk too. Another walk would be nice. Can't find the strike zone.
1-0 count. As on that pitch, the ball actually came out of the glove, and the catcher, Rollins, is coming out to talk with McQuarrie. Chemistry has not been the greatest between them so far here in this inning. So we've seen some wild pitches, but we've also seen some pitches that really should have been caught, like the one we just saw. So now they're going to try to talk things out here. 1-0 count. Again, bases loaded with 1 out. Tie game here between the Hoppers and the Chiefs. Colby Webb, 1-0 count. Foul ball, hit hard out near right field. That'll be the first strike in the count. So 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. And ball there will be chopped on top of home plate. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a 1-2 count with just 1 out. On deck is Braden F. Tink. Pitch there goes high and tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 1 out. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded here. And a throw over to third. Now caught in a pickle here is Gonzalez. But they won't make a throw. No, they do. And now they make a throw over to home. And scoring is Gonzalez.
Wow. What a play. I have never... Okay.
You got it.
All right, so there was a inside pitch to Colby Webb, ball 3. It was picked up by the catcher and thrown to third. Gonzalez has already taken off from third, went home, gotten a rundown, thrown back and forth, and then got back to second. Is that Esteban out there on second?
Esteban is, yes, Esteban.
Esteban was on second and took off for third and actually met Gonzalez at third and then had to go back, and they threw the ball to second, and Gonzalez came back home and scored.
And they did not get Esteban over at second. And either ball 4 or Webb just got hit. One of the two, I couldn't really tell.
Looked like ball 4, I believe.
It
hit him?
It hit
him?
Hit Webb.
Okay.
So, once again now, bases loaded. And mind you, the Hoppers just took the lead off of that play Cole explained. So 5-4, Hoptown leads. And 1 out and the bases loaded. Let's keep this thing rolling. As Braden F-Tank's now at the plate. Crazy. I'll have to talk to Coach about that. I don't even know design play or not. Or
no, I don't think that was designed. That did not look anything like designed.
Just some wild things happening there. 1-0 count after the first pitch. And another pitch there goes outside, so a 2-0 count. Interesting move there by the third baseman, Limbach, as well. As by that time, I thought he just wasn't going to throw it because he kind of let.
Actually, I think that was the catcher that threw it to second, wasn't it? I think it was the catcher, yeah.
And pitch there inside.
But, yeah, it was confusion there because catcher and third baseman were right beside each other, but not sure how. So, 2-1 count.
And another pitch there is low and in the dirt. So 3 balls and 1 strike. And a walk would score another run.
It's like some
for Hoptown.
Dirt in the umpire's eyes.
Yeah, he's wiping his eyes off a bit. 3-1 count. Three balls and 1 strike. Fireworks amping up here at Tiger Field. And a ball there is going to be ball 4, and it actually bounces around the plate. And now rounding, going for home, and being tagged is going to be Keebler. And then at third, safe is Webb. So kind of trying to catch them off guard there was John Keebler. The ball went wild.
It's a nice try, though.
Yeah, I mean, you like the aggressive, especially now that you're up by 2 runs.
Yeah, so that's 6-4. Snyder had been hot tonight also. The bat, maybe could see another RBI from him.
Runners at first and third. Sepulveda scored. Keebler was out at home. And Webb reached third. So now runners at first and third. 6-4 now the score. First pitch to Grant Snyder is called strike. And Snyder 2 for 4 on the evening, has 2 base hits. Again, had that 2 RBI single back in the third. Good curveball. Make it strike 2. So an 0-2 count with 2 outs here. Hoppers lead at 6-4. And that ball is going to be hit high out in left center. And it's caught for the third out. That's going to do it for the the bottom of the 8th inning. There was, once again, no hits for Hoptown. There were no errors. There was 2 left on base. And 2 runs scored for the Hoppers to make it 6-4. Now the score, looking at the Car Connection of Hopkinsville's scoreboard. So a 2-run lead, and we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some more Hopper baseball after this.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity, member FDIC.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here as a new pitcher in for the Hoptown Hoppers. It is Harrison Waxley. Waxley from Louisiana, goes to Louisiana Christian University. And a chance here to close things here, get the save here at Tiger Field. In the top of the ninth, the Hoppers lead it 6-4. So Chiefs now find themselves with their back against the walls for the first time in this game, needing at least 2 runs to extend this ball game. First pitch, high and outside, strike 1.
A lot of noise from the Hoppers crowd.
Oh, 1 count. And that ball is going to be hit high over to second, and Keebler gets it for the first out. So a pop fly to second is out number 1. Cole, I believe that, again, with many of your hats, part-time DJ a little bit, you've been getting some song requests from the dugout, is that right?
I have. It's a constant going thing here with the Hoppers, you know.
Yes, sir. 1 out. I know you're doing this for experience, but a lot of things you're going to be able to put on your resume after this summer.
It's a lot of fun, that's all it is. First pitch was swung on and missed, 0-1.
And trying to figure out who's at the plate right now.
McClory, I think, the number 30, the new one, that just came in.
Jack McClory, you're right. And a pitch there will be called ball. This is his first at bat. Lefty batter. 1 ball and 1 strike. And with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And out, 2 outs. 1 more out could end this ball game here. Kyle Hayes now coming to the plate. He is 0 for 4 on the night. In his last 2 at-bats, he flied out to center. Six to 4. Again, the Hoppers lead by 2 with 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Pitch there. Just a bit too low, maybe.
Just misses, yeah.
And Harrison Waxley pitching for the Hoppers. And that'll be a ball hit high out in left field. And it's caught. That is your ball game. And Jordan Gonzalez gets the final out.
Fireworks going off to celebrate the Hoppers win. That's right.
Perfectly synced. As again, that's going to do it here. 6-4. The Hoppers get the win and don't need their bats here in the bottom of the ninth. As again, 6-4 is your final score. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. And when we come back, we'll wrap things here from Tiger Field. Again, a 2-run lead for Hoptown, and we'll have our post-game show after this.
You can count on ProLift to get you through the ups and downs of your garage door.
Hi, I'm Brandon Killebrew, owner of ProLift Garage Doors. Give us a call at 270-874-1110 for all of your garage door needs in Hopkinsville and surrounding communities. You can count on ProLift for quality services that include garage door repair, maintenance, and new door installation. So remember to call us, ProLift Garage Doors of Western Kentucky, at 270-874-1110. We offer garage door repair services you can count on, and we can't wait to serve you.
Jenny Stewart Health. Experience makes the difference.
Are you suffering from hip or knee arthritis, or is a previous knee or hip replacement giving you pain? Dr. Landon Hall with Jenny Stewart Orthopedics is skilled in adult joint reconstruction and provides surgical, non-surgical solutions for hip and knee arthritis. Don't let bone or joint pain disrupt your lifestyle. It's time for you to get back in motion. Visit JennyStewartHealth.org to schedule an appointment.
This is Hoptown Hoppers Baseball presented by Chick-fil-A on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
And welcome back here as the score is 6-4. And we'll kick it to our YouTube broadcast.
So yes, thanks for watching and listening over on the Hopper stream tonight. The United Southern Bank player of the game is number 2, John Keebler, who went, I believe, 0 for 1. He had 4 walks, 2 RBIs, and 1 strikeout, and that was your player of the game. And thanks for listening to me and Jamar tonight, and tune in again tomorrow night away at Fulton for 4th of July Hoppers action. Thanks for listening.
That'll be on the